Okay guys, so here's an update on the SCI, GST. It's going to be a web-based page using TPK. All right, and so I just put it on an Android. I could put it into full screen mode. And what will be new once it rolls out is this bounding box. So it's a layer on top of the peak information, all right, that gets displayed. Now, you won't have to change transmitters when you do a selection in SCI. It'll automatically tell the receiver, the transmitter, what input it will be sending. All right, and that's primarily only really for the TTS, okay, or on-screen display. So there's some nuances. You just need to make sure you do the similar settings that you have. Actually, it's the same settings that you would normally have for the local swipe. Okay, so that would have to be the definition. And so here we go. I'm going to just clear out by doing a Google Peek here. Just the last thump. Okay, I forget what I've been testing. What's going to happen. So if I turn on peak here, you see that the last peak's there. And I'm going to turn on TTS so that it's clear what's happening. There's a little overlay here that will show you the values when you're doing swipes, etc.
63.
So you see that. But because it's on top of the peak information, the peak information will start, it'll just not be as visible. Okay. All right, so let's go to, for example, let's go into, and I'll just refresh this this screen here, and it'll be good. Okay.
TTS on.
And let's
Will
go
Smith.
to Houdini, and what you'll see is what happens here. All right, so go into Houdini. The notification
Cards
when you
effect
click
selected.
a receiver is modified, it'll tell you what type. And as you can see here, I'm going to turn off, I have the local swipe screen automatically on. So now what you can do is it'll know now it's a card effect. And so let's do three of spades. Submit that.
3 of spades.
You'll see in just a bit here, it changes to
Inputted 3
of
seconds.
spades there. Okay. Now, then you could still, even there, do 7 of...
Reset.
Oops.
Ready. 7 of
7
diamonds. Submit. 7 of diamonds.
Okay, and you can
Inputted
see
70.
that changed right there. Right? And then if you go to another effect, let's just say we go to eye test. Okay. Notice in the eye test, and even with the cards, there's a friendly way of speaking the voice. Or, I mean, it says 7 of diamonds versus 7D, right? So that's the same with numbers here. So it'll ignore
Numbers
for
effect selected.
text to speech the leading 0. Okay, so you could see right underneath the red bar here. I'm going to swipe. It's now a number-based one.
5.
Let's go 53.
53. Submit. 53.
And you'll see 53 right there.
Inputted 053.
Okay. And if I had a remote like what Ben has, and this is again mouse support, so for those of you who have a Wilson remote, this will not be compatible. It should be, I think, something that Matt could do. Okay, but let's just say it's 33. You can see
3. 33.
And then I have my center.
Submit. 33.
So you could see 33 just got submitted.
Inputted
And this
033.
is on my Bluetooth rigged up remote that I made the other day. Obviously not compact. Okay, so now from here, we can go to even a clock effect. So let's go back, and then we'll do Back to the Future. Okay, and then you'll notice here, actually in a bit, I'll just actually refresh so it clears that up. When I click on
TTS on.
the time
Inputted
effect.
12:33.
Okay, so earlier it was 33 that was inputted. It actually has the last input, which is fine because we're going to do another input here. So let's say it was 1:15.
12:01, 12:11, 1:15. Submit 1:15.
Okay, and you'll see here
Inputted 1:15.
1:15. All right, so let's just say it was 5.
12:05.
So the first one is interpreting as 12:05, and then you could do 5:30.
12:53, 5:30. Submit 5:30.
And you'll see that changes
Inputted
to 5:30.
5:30.
If you do an incorrect number, I've added validation for numbers. It will not accept, let's say, 2,000 as an example, right? So
12:02, 12:20, 200 hours.
So nothing after that, right? So
Reset.
and if you
Ready.
Submit a blank one, it won't change the image, right? Then if we go to now another one, let's say it was, so I think I've covered most of them. ESP example. Okay. Oops. Just refresh that here.
TTS on.
Okay.
Inputted 5:30.
And then we go to ESP.
ESP effect selected.
ESP is what it's interpreting, but now I could do 1.
21. 215. 21,543. Submit 21,543.
And you'll see that
Inputted
changed.
21,543.
Okay, so we could do
25. 253. 25,341. Submit
see it
25,341. Inputted 25,341.
okay. So that is SCI. Sorry for the noise in the background, but that should cover SCI GST in a nutshell. Oh, sorry. No, hang on a sec. And so one of the things I showed you guys earlier, and I'll just do that with, let's do the eye test here, is since it's browser based, if your watch supports it,
Inputted 25,341.
I don't know what the extent the support is for it, but you'll see that here I can turn on
TTS on.
TTS. Go over to my eye test here.
Numbers effect selected.
And let me actually
TTS off.
let me turn off that one here. They're independent, so you can actually have two different remotes. But let's just look at here. Remember the last input. I don't know if it remembered the last input. But anyways, here now let's just do 40 or 40. 3.
43.
Submit that. And then now you'll see 43 right there. Okay.
Inputted 043.
Guys kind of get that. And then let's just say it was 31. Or 32.
32.
Sorry, can't think.
Submit 32.
And you see 32 there.
Inputted 032.
All right. Cool. So that's it.